In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to use TradingView step by step as a beginner. So make sure you watch this video to the end because it's going to help you share everything I know about TradingView platform as a whole and how TradingView has helped me with my trading journey. So with that being said, let's get started with this video, guys. So as you can see my chart. I've got everything all set up. You can see all my markups, everything like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually go over here. We're going to just start point blank. This is the gold chart. As you can see, we're going to just erase everything. We're going to remove all the drawings and start fresh. So one of the nice things I absolutely love about TradingView is it gives you the options to customize it to your liking, from literally the colors to literally the tools that you use to literally the type of charts you're looking at, right? So one of the things that I want to show you before we start off about TradingView is that if you want to move the chart up and down, you can actually look here at your very right over here. You can actually kind of swipe up like this. You click on it and push up and click and push down, okay? Now, another nice thing is you can also zoom out like this and zoom in like this, okay? So it gives you options to move the chart around. And for me personally, I really like to have the ability to do that because I can look at the charts with a much more clear view. Now, if we look here to the right, this is where you have all of your symbols, right? So all of your assets that you're looking at trading. Nice thing is whatever you're looking for, you can search it on here and you'll be able to find it pretty easily, right? So let's say you're looking at, for example, trading GBP, JPY. So you're looking at some Forex pairs here, GBP, JPY. Oh, can't type here. GBP, JPY. Right now, the nice thing is on the right, you'll be able to see here, it actually shows you which type of broker chart you want to see, right? So let's say, for example, you have black bull markets. In this case, I'm going to actually add in black bull because I want it to match exactly with my broker. That way there's no discrepancies or anything like that. It's going to be exactly the same. So if we click on it right here on the right, you're going to see that this is the GBP JPY chart. Now, if you look at these dotted lines here, okay, you're going to be able to see at the very bottom, you're going to see the exact date and time of that exact candle. So obviously we're on the 15-minute time frame, but you can see right over here, as I move this here, you're able to see what time exactly. So you can see 9:15, 9 o'clock, 8:45 a.m. You're able to see the time all the way at the bottom right here, which is pretty sweet. And you can see price at the very right-hand corner, okay? Now, another nice thing too is you can have a floating toolbox. Now, this floating toolbox I absolutely love because I typically just add in all the tools that I mainly use when I'm doing my analysis on the charts. Now, the nice thing about this as well too is you can kind of like rearrange things around if you don't like having, for example, your markup charts here and you want to use your brush at the front. You can kind of like press and hold and you can kind of adjust it to your liking, okay? Now, the nice thing about it too is, like I said, all these tools are here accessible and it's just basically a floating island with your toolbox, okay? Now, I like to leave it here at the top sometimes just because I like to just focus on the charts. And then if we actually look over here to the left, we can see the pair, you can see the symbol right here at the top, and it takes you basically back to over here, back to where you can add in the symbol that you want to trade and kind of go from there. Now, when you click on plus, you can kind of compare symbols too, and you can get a split screen, which is pretty cool. You can also do different time frames as well too. So that TradingView gives you the options to do a split time frame. So you could do like a daily time frame here on this one. You can do a 15-minute time frame on the other, which is pretty sweet as well. And then over here, if you look at it, you can actually add in, you know, if you're looking at the daily, monthly, weekly, doesn't really matter. The time frames, you can do seconds, you can do all that type of stuff. So you just favorite it here with the star, and that's going to be able to add it to your favorites and add it to this toolbar at the top, right? So I have like 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, and so on time frames here up to the weekly. And so when you click on it, obviously it's going to show you the weekly time frame and so on and so forth. Now, if you click on this line over here, you're going to see that that's going to show you an actual line chart as opposed to an actual candlestick chart. Right now, if you go down here further, it actually gives you other options. I mean, like some people like to trade different types of ways. Like you could use like hollow candles if you want. You can use like different bars if you want. Like there's different ways you can look at the markets and analyze, and I love that. I absolutely love the customization with TradingView, which hence this is going to take us to the next part. So make sure you guys watch this video to the end because like I said, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use TradingView to your advantage and help you grow as a trader. And yeah, honestly, I absolutely think TradingView is definitely a game changer, guys. So taking a look at the left-hand side over here, we have all of our tool options, right? So you have your Fibonacci tool, you have your lines, your horizontal ray, you have vertical lines, you have parallel channel, you have different tools. Like for example, parallel channel, I have it. So for example, if you want to draw something like this, right, and you see like this upwards trend line, you can kind of have like a channel, use it to your advantage. Again, mind you, this is the weekly, but like, you know, if we were to go down to the 15-minute time frame, you like using channels, for example, and you trade with channels, this is a great way to use this tool. I'm going to show you how to use this quickly like this, and you know, you can kind of go like this and play around with it, right? So if we're in an upwards trend, for example, you move this like this, and there you go. Now you have your channel without you having to like physically draw it with a brush, right? Really, really sweet. I think that there's a lot of cool tools like this. Now, mind you, if I go over every single tool, we're gonna be here all day. But you know, I really kind of wanted to go over the basics, you know, first and foremost for you guys, and just kind of help you guys out with, you know, the basics of TradingView. Now, for example, text, you can also add in different stuff. I usually add in, like, for example, with like the daily's bullish, the bears, the daily's bullish, the 4 hours bullish. I like to kind of add in some notes there and put like 4 hour bullish, like daily bullish, whatever, right? So you can add in notes, you can add in text. You can also do like call outs too. So if like you know, you're kind of back testing or doing something or you're whatever, you can add in notes and say, hey, you know what, this is at a major resistance, right? I don't know. I can't even type right now, but you get the point, right? You can add in some notes there, which is pretty sweet. Now, another thing as well, like I said, you have all your tools here on the right, horizontal array. So if you like to mark off your key levels, right, you can kind of, you know, mark it off here, click on it here. You know, you can add in this rectangle, which kind of go like this, right? So now that's a key level of resistance. Now we have another level of support right over here, right? Another cool thing I'm going to show you guys, which is the way I usually like to trade the markets too as well. Like, for example, I like to add in, let's say, break of structure. So let's do this line here. So we do this like this, right? And check this out. So we have a official break of structure. Double tap this line, and then you can actually add in and customize it. So you can put BOS if you want, see? And see how it shows up here? When you write BOS, it actually shows up right over here. Now, the cool thing is you can also save it. So you can save it as a template and put save as. I already have it here. So click on BOS, it's right there, break of structure, right? Let's say you want to add in, for example, liquidity. Like let's say there's liquidity right over here. Great. So I add the line, right? Double tap the line. And then I already have a template for that. So I just put liquidity, right? So the market it shows me the liquidity right there. And then boom, there you have it, right? Let's say we want to add in the order block. Then we grab the rectangle or the box right here, tap it in like this. Check this out. This is pretty cool too. And you actually just double tap the box and you can type in here and say, okay, we're on the 5-minute time frame. So I'm going to put 5 minute. So we are just going to add in a 5-minute order block, OB. And now all of a sudden you can actually type into it. Now this looks pretty clean and you understand what you're looking at. You have the tools that you need for your analysis, and then it's all good to go, right? Pretty cool. So another nice thing too is customization. So let's move on to customization actually, before we move on to the customization, I'm going to show you something cool. So let's say I look at a potential setup here. Let's say it's forming up here. So I just grab this tool here. So you could do buy or sell, which is pretty cool. Like this is the sell option to mark up my chart, and this is the buy option. So we have a buy potential, let's say a buy setup here, right? Mind you, I'm not looking at buys. I'm just the market right now. I'm not even trading the market right now, but let's say we just put our stop loss, I don't know, 15 pips here. There we go, 15 pips, and we're just targeting at let's say a 1 to 2 risk reward. So let's just kind of zoom out here for a bit, and we do a 1 to 2. Okay. So you can kind of customize this to your liking, but this is really cool. So actually, if you go here, and let's say, for example, me, I like to personally do TP1 and TP2, right? So let's do TP1 here. So we have it right there. That's TP1. I like to put a line like this, and then I like to put, so I right click here, okay? And I put add alert to GBP JPY. So I put add alert, and then here I put TP1. So watch this, TP1, and then I just hit create. So now, whenever the market actually ends up coming here, let's say the market comes in, taps me in, great, market's moving, whatever, boom, it hits TP1. I get an alert on my phone because my phone is connected to, like I've logged into my TradingView, and then boom, TP1 hit, And then also, let's say I set an alert here, and then you know, market comes up, whatever, and it hits TP2, and then I get another alert. So it's pretty cool because now not only do I get to just sit back and relax, let the trade do its thing, but now I have the markets all set up. It has alerts, right? So once the market hits TP1, TP2, or if I need to manage my risk, I can go down here and let's say I go halfway through the stop loss and just add in another alert right here and just put here. Typically what I do is I put like manage risk, right? So something like this, right? So just to kind of be aware and be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get out of the charts. I've already entered my trade position. I'm going to walk away, take a break, cook something, make myself a tea. And then at least I know that the market in this case is going to notify me if the market happens to go into some drawdown or whatever. And so I can kind of manage my risk from there, right? So nice thing about this here too is, like I said, you can kind of like play, once you put it in like this, you can see that the market, it's following through with the position, right? Which is pretty cool. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you found this video helpful so far. You know, leave a comment below. Make sure you also like this video, guys, because that way it tells me that you guys are enjoying these videos, and I'll create more and more content like this, okay? Now, cool thing, if we actually look to the left-hand side here, you can see that these are my moving averages. Now, mind you, like I said, I do have the premium. It shows essential because I think they've updated the names of all the different subscriptions that they have, but the one that I had was the pro. And so I pay for the yearly subscription, but if you actually look over here on the left-hand side, we have EMA and SMA. So I typically use the 20 EMA, or 20 EMA. I don't know why it has it as the SMA. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care. It doesn't make much of a difference anyways, but so you can use EMA, SMA, it doesn't matter. Order block, like you can use so many different indicators out there that you could use at your disposal. Now, obviously you can see here, this is the order block thing. It's just popping up randomly. I don't personally use this as much, to be honest. But I do use, like, for example, my EMAs. I do like using my EMAs. I do find them that they are helpful, but that's just another video for another day on basically my strategy. But it's pretty cool. How do you add in indicators? If you look over here in the center, you click on here, and then you actually it shows you all these indicators. These are all the highlighted indicators that I've had over the years. Mind you, again, I don't use much indicators, but this is like when I first initially started about 4.5-5 years ago. I used and tried all these different indicators when I first started trading. So, but it's pretty cool because you can add in like different stuff. Like, let's say you like the Ikumochu cloud, or you like the moving average, or you like the RSI indicator, right? Or the smart money concepts indicator, the stochastic, or whatever you want to use, right? All these different indicators are going to be here at your disposal. All you got to do is just literally search. You'll be able to see supply and demand, and it's right there at your fingertips, right? Pretty sweet, eh? So again, and then when you click on it, it'll show up here, and you can, you see the little eye on the left-hand side. You can click on it, or you can hide it, right? The indicator. So pretty sweet. That is also there. Now, when it comes to customization, if you actually right-click anywhere on the chart, you click on settings, it will allow you to customize the background. So like, let's say you like a dark background, you can also add in a dark background on TradingView, which is pretty sweet. Maybe it hurts your eyes. Maybe you don't want to be looking at a nice bright white screen. Personally, I like to look at the bright screens. I like to look at kind of the brightness. I don't like the dark backgrounds personally, but you can kind of play around with it. Watermark, you can kind of put that there if you want to see what type of pair you're trading specifically in the background. Again, I don't personally use that. Text size, you can kind of play with the text. Margins, if we look at symbols, you can kind of play with the colors of each candlestick. So if you like the blue, I personally like the blue, well, you can, customize it to your liking, right? Time zone, etc. The wicks, if you like the wicks to be more noticeable, less noticeable, you can kind of play around with that as well. Now, when it comes to scaling, you can kind of add in different values for everything here, like your bidding, asking price, everything like that. You can kind of like customize it where it shows you here, like, okay, asking price will look blue or be red or whatever. You can kind of play around with how you want price to show itself, which is pretty cool. Time zones, you can kind of play around with the time there, the date, etc. Canvas, the same. Trading here, so like if this is if you're trying to simulate a position, so some people, you can actually connect your broker to your TradingView, and it can show you actually like profit take profit, stop loss, etc. It shows you right here positions, right? If it shows you money, takes percentage, you can kind of customize it to your liking. Alerts, how do you want the alerts to look like when you add the lines, right? Do you want it to show you a straight line, or do you want it just to show you a little tick on the right hand side where it says, see, TP1? I've already written it there, or manage risk at the bottom, right? So it really just kind of depends what you like. And then events, if you wanted to show you any events, it'll pop up here at the very bottom, right there where the time zones and the timestamps are. You'll be able to see kind of like any events like news and stuff like that, major impact news. It'll show you all here at the bottom. Okay. If you don't want that to show up, you can obviously take that off, but it's all there, pretty accessible to you. And as you can see, we're already in profits here, guys. I'm obviously not trading, but you can see, you know, how hypothetically it would look like. Okay, the market's now going into its position. We've entered position. We have our stop loss. We have our take profit. You can kind of customize it to your liking. Now, mind you, like I said, this is just a brief explanation of how to use TradingView and how you can use this to your advantage. And like I said, it's an amazing platform, an amazing tool. I would much rather use TradingView than actually using my MT5 or MT4 terminal. I just feel like there's a lot more customization, a lot more at your fingertips as a trader. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you are subscribed as well. Make sure you hit that little bell icon so you never miss out on any single piece of content. Remember, we are live, not live, we post videos live 3 times a week. So we are pretty consistent on the channel, and as you know, we are growing. And yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.